Greetings, friends. It's Bob again, the chaplain with Harbor Light Hospice in Mishawaka. And I'm just kind of coming to you again today to spend a little bit more time with you guys. This is Holy Week within the Christian tradition, and we're gearing up for Passover within the Jewish tradition. It's a particularly special time for people of the book, Christians, Muslims, and Jewish people. And it's an opportunity to really reflect on what's really important to us, the people, the faces, and the places. Because of what's going on in the world and the coronavirus pandemic that's currently existing, it's important to take some time to, again, continue to take care of our souls, our spirits. And I thought today we just do something a little bit simple. Nothing as elaborate or complex as the meditation we did last week. But I wrote a prayer not long after Indiana started having its first cases. And so I'm going to share that prayer with you guys today. And we'll take some time to be mindful of that. And so let's be in an attitude of prayer. Gracious and loving God, grant that we may be moved to feel love, even when we cannot touch those we love. Remind us that love knows no bounds, no borders or distance, and is more powerful than any illness. Let this time of trial be met with compassion and passion, so that we may bear witness to you in action. Bless the hands, hearts, and minds of the caregivers, CNAs, scientists, doctors, nurses, and those working in kitchens and in the facility staff. May the gifts that they bring be enough in this time of great uncertainty. Watch over them and their loved ones, offering them all the courage and stamina they will need. Grant them wisdom as they seek to care for those they serve. Amen. I will not deny that this is a strange time. It's hard to acknowledge just all the simple little ways in which we are affected by what's happening around us, what's happening in the world around us, what's happening in our own experiences. A good friend of mine spoke about her experience of physical distancing, or what otherwise is called social distancing. And she likened it to paper cuts. We're not sick, we're not ill, we're not sick with the coronavirus or COVID-19. We're not in the hospital and ICU on a ventilator, as some people actually are right now. But the world is fundamentally changed. We are struggling sometimes. And that pain is real. But to keep things in proportion, she talked about it as paper cuts. They're truly painful and they can be damaging. But they're not life-threatening. One of the things that's really hard when we're going through an experience like this is to keep some level of perspective, to manage our feelings within us. And that's a challenge for each and every one of us because the grief we feel is real. Not being able to gather with our friends, with our families, to see their faces or hear their voices sometimes is truly painful. But for right now, in this moment, we draw breath. We can feel it in our lungs. We can feel our bodies. We're aware of them. We have sensation. We can hear. We can see. If we listen closely, we can hear either the sound of silence or perhaps birds singing. Perhaps outside our windows, trees are starting to leaf out. Flowers are beginning to bloom. We can take the time to become aware of the things around us so that we better are able to cope with our emotions and our thoughts, because they can threaten to overwhelm us if we lose our perspective. So as you struggle and wrestle with all of the different paper cuts that you may have, know that you are not alone, that we are all together in this. Separately, but together, which is the great irony of all of this, which is why we take the time to spend with one another in our videos. May God grant you peace and love. May God grant you all that you need and much of what you want. Until next time, friends, peace be with you.